Having never visited the Lake District before moving to Cumbria in 2001, I soon fell in love with Borrowdale. Both the lakeside scenery of Derwent Water and the farmland and fellsides beyond, all helped by being easily accessible from Carlisle by bus. This footage of Derwent Water, the bridge at Grange and the farmland and fells beyond was taken from the top deck of a bus on my most recent trip down Borrowdale in April 2025. It is not always easy to hold a camera steady on a bouncy bus. Here is the bus which took me to Seatoller on that day. It should have been an open topper, but at least it was a double-decker, which helped with the views. Seatoller Bus Terminus is a great location as a start and end point of walks with wonderful views and public toilets. Off up the hillside. This is where my route left the Honister Pass and becomes quite a steep climb. After this climb, however, most of the walk is gently undulating, partly following the old bridleway from Grange to Honister. A fine view of Rosthwaite Fell, Glaramara, looking out to Great Gable and beyond, and finally Seatoller Fell. For quite some time, a cuckoo could be heard calling on this section of the walk, although it does not show up very well on this film. It was much clearer to my ears at the time. Listen carefully and you might hear it. This is Scale Close Gill. There should be far more water flowing down here in late April, but April 25 had been very dry and very warm. The next gill I passed, Tongue Gill, had a much better flow than Scale Close Gill, although still less than expected. At this point I would often walk up to the summit of Castle Crag, seen here on the right, but for once my head overruled my heart, as my general level of fitness would have made it something of a struggle to get both up and down again. Instead, I sat on a convenient rock and had my lunch on the old bridleway with Skiddaw in the background. As usual, I didn't film on the steepish descent down towards the River Derwent. This is where the bridleway crosses Broadslack Gill. Usually, the bridge is necessary for this, but on this day it was quite easy to cross using the stones, such was the lack of water flowing. Onwards through Dolt Wood, part of the temperate rainforest in this part of Borrowdale. The bridleway meets the River Derwent at Gowder Dub. Definitely one of my favourite places, with the wooded fell sides and the broad sweep of the river as it curves around. Definitely a place to linger. Back to the walk, and an abrupt change in direction, through more of the temperate rainforest and alongside the river back to Rosthwaite. I had to stop and film these tadpoles and what I know as pond skaters. Actually in a rather small wet patch in the woods. Hopefully this did not dry up completely. Eventually, the woods gave way to more open country. The river is crossed by the new bridge, which is at least 200 years old. Easier that way than using these very old stepping stones. One last sweeping shot of my favourite fell, Grange Fell, before the last mile or so walking to the bus stop in Rosthwaite for the start of the journey back to Carlisle. But I will keep returning to this part of Borrowdale again and again as long as I am able. I love it.